Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. It's good to have you and for us to share our narratives. When I saw this video, I was angered. Why would someone humiliate someone in this manner? This story alleges that this guy is a traditional worshipper and was performing some traditional rites, but the vigilantes, as it's called in some parts of Africa, which are like local security men, asked him to be eating the sacrifice. That is so unfair. I'm not a traditional worshipper, but in Nigeria where this situation happened, or in Africa at large, traditional worship is not a strange thing to do. Most of the time, the things that they put together for this traditional worship are not even hygienically cooked or properly cooked. The items are not properly cooked. They're usually raw meats, some incantations be done, some prayers. We go to church, we have our Bibles, we pray the way we want to pray. We go to the mosque, we do our ablution. We pray the way we know how to pray in the Islamic way. The traditionalists, they pray in their traditional way. This is the height of humiliation. In fact, in the video, the guys that were humiliating him to eat that sacrifice, because now psychologically they believe it's going to work fast. They believe that the traditional way is actually true, because from their statements you can see they said now when he gets wealthy he's going to start oppressing them. How are they so sure he's doing it for wealth and not doing it for health reasons? Even if it's for wealth, and so what? Everyone will go the route they know how to go. I'm not saying that is the right way. I'm not a traditionalist, but I find this very, very humiliating, unfair, unkind, wicked and callous to tell somebody who is performing his traditional rites he's not doing anything evil to anybody. You can't see him killing anybody. To eat sacrificial items, that believing that is going to damage him or do something evil to him. The irony is, those of you that did this thing to this guy, you will suffer for it, because what you did will bounce back on you. Even God said in the Bible, where most of you would be believing, that give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Leave people to their tradition. You can preach your gospel to them, but do not infringe their human rights. I really want the government to take it up and fish out the wicked people who did this humiliating thing to this man. We black people need to do better. I always say it. We are extremely callous towards each other. If it was a white man or another race doing this to us, we will say it's racism. But I've seen more of these dehumanizing acts from black people towards other black people than I've seen any racial situations that that raises alarm, any racial wickedness. This is unfair. This is unkind. This is seriously unkind. The story here says that this guy was made to eat a bowl of sacrifice he's sinned with. That because he's trying to better his life. They've given him a label. I didn't call him those names because I cannot call someone names that I did not see him doing those allegations. But they've labeled him a fraudster. I do not see anything from this video that looks like that. We black people need to change our behavior towards each other. We are too wicked towards each other. We are too callous towards each other. But we always expect equal rights. We always expect good treatments from other races. We should start treating each other right first before we can demand same from others. Let's watch this video together.
Sit down. kiri. Àwọn tá ń ṣiṣẹ́ wà nígbà tá a jẹ́. Tó bá yá ẹnìwọ̀n lówó yahoo ni o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ó máa dàbí bàtà lè ṣiṣẹ́. Ìyàwó yín máa máa pírẹ́sì wa, máa máa wọ mọ́tò kiri.
Ẹ dákun èmi sófò ẹ dákun. Ẹ ká dábò. Mo ti dẹ́ ẹ dákun. Mo ti dẹ́ ẹ dákun.
Swallow am. Swallow am. Gbẹ̀mí.
Ẹ dákun ní ìmọ̀ ẹ dákun. Nǹkan tó mo sá mọ̀ ní ẹ̀bọ̀ yẹn ó ṣàníṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe irú ẹrú ẹ̀bọ̀ wo ni ó tó jẹ́ ẹ dákun ẹni tó bá ti kó jẹ́ ní ìsìn. Àánú máa jẹ́ ẹ fọ̀rọ̀ bí ọba ní jẹ́ máa jẹ́ Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ rán yìí.
Ìwọ tó ń pe Ọlọ́run kó o mórí òkè babalọ́lá lọ orí òkè àbíyè kó ló máa pariwo Ọlọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá fọ́gẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ wà máa pírẹ́sì wa pẹ̀lú mọ́tò òfò ẹ ra mọ́tò sí àwọn yín lọ́rùn.
Ẹ dákun mi lọ mo ń jẹ ni. Ó ti ń jẹ.
People, this video really hurts me. As in, it really hurts me, and I'm in tears at the way we black people humiliate each other. It's just out of this world. It's terrible. It's sickening. This man was forced to eat rituals, and he was literally begging them that, please, I'm not supposed to eat this. I'm not supposed to eat this. That please, I'm begging you. Don't. And they were humiliating him and beating him. All those involved in this thing, I can bet you will not go scot-free. You are wicked people. Calling him all sorts of names and beating him with a whip. And if he did not eat that sacrifice, his life was going to be in danger. They were going to kill him and lie on him, as we have always seen how Africans tend to behave towards each other. One can only imagine the psychological trauma, the psychological damage, and the hatred towards other human beings that this situation that this guy experienced would likely cause him towards other people. Let's be thinking about our actions. Imagine if in the future, this damage that you've done, he unleashes it in anger towards your bloodline, towards someone you truly love. The jungle justice that goes on in Africa needs to be looked into and stopped. We are too oppressive towards one another. If this video is not disturbing to you, then you need to check yourself. You need to check your head. You need to check your mental health. In fact, you're not a human being. If this video does not irritate you, no matter your religious preference and stand, this is humiliation. This is infringing other people's rights. This is wickedness. This is jealousy. Africans are always so jealous of each other. In those voices, you will hear them saying that he was doing this to become wealthy, and so he can start oppressing them and buying things that they cannot afford, and his wife will begin to look more expensive and be showing off to them. Imagine the level of callousness. It's so sad. It's sickening. We can do better as black people. We hate each other. And honestly, it's not even easy to like our character. Talk more of other people liking us. We can do better. And that will be it for now. Cheers.